I told you niggas. I told you niggas. I told you. I told you. I fuck. I told you. Didn't I tell him future me? He did really tell y'all niggas. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, my dogs. Welcome back to another episode of the Ronin Report. And I'm just gonna get we're talking episode 18 of Dragon Ball Daima. And I'm gonna just get it out the way. I called it. Super Saiyan 4 mini Goku. Like I don't even know, like I still can't believe that it actually happened. But we're gonna talk about that later on in the episode. Right now we're gonna start from the beginning. We're starting with Super Saiyan 3 in all of its glory. I told you guys Daima has done a very, very, very good job of showcasing Super Saiyan 3, hell, all of the Super Saiyan forms, and just how beautiful they look, the coloring. Like, if we could get this art style for the remainder of Dragon Ball series, dude, we're in for a treat. Because the way, I don't know if it's the shading, the darkened tone, or what it is, but this art style that they're using in Daima is just, it's top tier. Like when they did the review of the Majin saga and the Cell saga, and you saw like Frieza, Cell, Kid Buu, and like in the new Daima style, chef's fucking kiss. We're finally at the big bad, and we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku squaring off with big bad Gomah. And by the way, I am so glad that Gomah is as OP as he is, because I was going to be very, very, very disappointed if Gomah was just like kind of a knockoff character that was like Super Saiyan par, like, you know what I mean? But seeing just how strong he is with that third eye, it makes the journey to fighting Gomah just that much more worth it. By the way, they do a really good job this episode of, mind you, not even just this episode, just this series in general and Dragon Ball in general, of just getting those impact scenes. Like the way Goku is slowly going to him, and the next thing you know, bang, gut punch. And you know they got them signature gut punches. In my opinion, Super Saiyan 3 is overwhelming Gomah, but that third eye always seems to keep Gomah one step ahead. We see Goku not only beating him in speed, overwhelming with ki blasts, and now he's motivating the other fighters to join in too. So now we've got Do rushing in. I believe it's Do. Yeah, it's got to be Do. It's Majin Do rushing in. Majin Do has become one of my favorite characters, bro. Watching him go Super Saiyan 3 after catching the cookie from his brother was epic. And we have to get a Super Saiyan 3 Majin Do unit in Dragon Ball Legends. Like, just this episode alone gave us like 6 different possible units that we could have in DBL. So I know that anniversary is going to go stupid. And if you're a DBL player, I would start saving up my CC right fucking now. So if we know anything about Super Saiyan 3, we know that it's a heavy key using transformation. So we see Goku, we know Goku's used it plenty of times. He's mastered it. He knows the key drawbacks, and he knows how to kind of maneuver around it. But now we see Do in Super Saiyan 3, and he's going stupid. He's got the elastic arm. He's yamming out ki blasts. He's throwing out hammer punches, bro. Like, and he's going insane. But this is Do's first time in Super Saiyan 3. So he doesn't know about the heavy ki drawbacks. So before you know it, he's right back in the base form, and Gomah sends my boy flying. So Do's now out of the count. But we still got Tamagami number 1, and he's powered up. And Tamagami number 1 seems to be stronger than Tamagami 2 and 3, I would assume. So now Tamagami number 1 and Goku are going crazy. They bang, 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 hitting you with combos. I need some type of tag unit. They are giving us way too many tag options to not have some type of tag unit in Dragon Ball Legends. I would riot if we don't get some type of tag in this anniversary from the Daima squad. This shit got me hyped for Dragon Ball Legends. And I don't even play PvP like that, but I'm getting back into PvP because niggas been talking too much. Just as we're seeing Tamagami 1 and SSJ3 Goku, I'm not calling him SSJ3 Goku, we're just going to say Goku. Soon as we see Tamagami 1 and Goku start to get in their groove against Gomah, that fucking third eye activates again. It's almost impossible. No, it is impossible so far to find any kind of opening with Gomah having that third eye. That third eye is just, it's giving him ultimate recovery, ultimate regen, unlimited key consumption. Like he hasn't ran out of key yet. Does he even use key? Like at this point, the third eye could be anything. So now that third eye is activated and it knocks Goku and Tamagami 1 down for the count. And I gotta say, this is like movie level animation that we're getting in these episodes. So I tip my hat off to them no matter what. I don't care what anyone says about Daima. Daima has been incredible. And we see my boy Neva step back into the scene. Now I've got my theories about Neva. I really do. I think he is that legendary Namek that we've heard of, and I wonder also if he's some relation to Elder Kai from Namek, because when he steps up to Goku and you know what we about to get into, sends him to the greatest transformation of all transformations. Is he doing something similar to what Elder Kai did on Namek when he unlocked the Trench Twins potential? Say that 3 times. Trench Twins potential. Trench. Trench Twins potential. 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 Damn, that shit was hard. Pause. But no, did he do something similar to what Elder Kai did on Namek when he unlocked the Trench Twins potential, or something similar to Elder Kai when he unlocked Gohan's potential? I've got mad theories, especially if 19 goes the way that I think 19 is gonna go. I have mad theories about what Neva could be up to. But we're here now, guys. We fuck everything else. Mind you, Super Saiyan 3 is still one of my greatest favorite transformations, because of course the epic, and this is to go even further beyond. Yeah! Like Goku will forever be the greatest MC of all time. So I'm thinking my mic died and I don't know exactly when. So we're gonna go back to just speaking about not even the Trench Twins, because again, that was me stepping ahead. We're talking about the fact that Goku is not only the greatest MC, but also one of the greatest motivators. From the fact that he had people as kids, like me as a kid, trying to give him my energy when he said, you know, I need your energy, guys. Lend me my energy for the spirit bomb. Like I really felt like I lost my energy that night. Like I went to bed depleted, but I knew that I helped Goku. You feel me? We see him turn a Vegeta into a loving family man. Going back to this episode, we see him teaching Glorio just from not even Glorio. We see first off him teaching Do how to go Super Saiyan 3 just off the sheer ferocity of him just doing Super Saiyan 3. We see Glorio powering up, and it almost looked like he transformed at one point. Like his hair did the little Super Saiyan shit. My boy Piccolo with the Makan Sapo. Goku really motivates the fuck out of his surrounding cast and the people that watch. And I'm always going to stand by the fact that Goku's my number one. Then we've got Yusuke and Kenshin battling for 1A, 1B. And then after that, it's probably going to be, it could be a number of folks after that. Because I can just ramble on about anime all night. So yeah, third eye activates yet again, knocks them niggas all back down to the ground. What can we do now? What is there to even do? No. When they drop the music for Gomah's beat down on Goku, that seeing the sheer size difference and just how small they are as kids compared to Gomah was insane. Like he's like a roided up Jiren. Before we get to the fact that Neva unlocked the greatest transformation of all time, can we talk about how amazing Gomah's death energy magic blast looked? That shit was incredibly animated. Like the colors, the way we've never seen any ki blast or anything look like that sort, that looked like magic compared to like a Kamehameha or even a spirit bomb. We here, guys. Super Saiyan 4 is fucking canon. You heard me. Super Saiyan 4. It's canon. There's no more talking about it at this point. It's here. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Super Saiyan 4 is here to stay, baby. Motherfuckers. Can we talk about how amazing the initial transformation to Super Saiyan 4, or what we're assuming is Super Saiyan 4, actually looks? The red coursing through the veins, which I wonder what that red signifies. Like I keep saying I have my theories, and I'm gonna try to watch episode 19 right after this, and then record that review right after that. But I have my theories, man. I just don't want to. I don't want to go too far with it if the episode doesn't go the way that I think it's gonna go. I do have my theories of thinking that the red does signify the Super Saiyan God transformation that we see in Super. The whole beerish dreaming of a Super Saiyan God and it being in a different realm, them being in a demon realm, i.e. Goku having the blue aura when he did the power up finally, and then has the white angelic aura kind of surrounding him. I do think that has something to do with them trying to tie it into Super so that it makes more sense, and that's like the true Super Saiyan God form, because that form, Goku didn't need to use 5 Saiyans to like turn into a Super Saiyan God. That was just him using his inner potential. And speaking of inner potential, I love the fucking design. The rework is amazing. Akira Toriyama, you are a fucking genius. If Saiyans are supposed to be primate like, then of course him being in Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan 4-esque, which is supposed to be the most primal stage of Super Saiyan, is gonna have the bigger forearms and make him look gorilla like and more ape like and having more monkey manish, because that's more Sun Wukong. Like, come on, dog. Akira Toriyama cooked. He cooked. The stove wasn't left on for too long. It wasn't left on for not long enough. He just cooked. Absolutely loved the red on red. Like, I did like the black and yellow contrast with the red fur. Don't get me wrong. I'm always gonna love GT Super Saiyan 4. I told you it's my favorite Super Saiyan transformation. But this red on red just looks so fucking cool, and it's so Super-esque, and it's like a really, really cool tie-in if it does mean what I think it means. It's cool. Frieza will have a fucking field day if he saw this form. He's probably like sneezing somewhere, like a new monkey was born. Initial fight, we're seeing Goku overwhelm Gomah, which really makes me think that that third eye is really compensating for a lot of this power scale that he has. Because physically, Goku's overwhelming. He's stopping punches with one hand, giving him the same gut punch he gave at Super Saiyan 3, sending him flying. The entire fight sequence is freaking phenomenal, dog. Not only are we getting movie level animation with Gomah's attack when he uses the third eye to raise the ground into spears and all this shit, and Goku throwing all the ki blasts. How fucking sick is it that when Goku's in Super Saiyan 4, he even fights more monkey like? Like we see him running on all fours using his forearms at one point, swinging off of Gomah with the tail, swinging off of him with his foot. Even the flip into the ki blast was super extra aura farming, but monkey-ish, primate-ish. Like, it made sense. And how fucking cool would that be as a LF? A legendary finish with the flip into the ki blast, and then how he just stared at him at the end. All Goku like. Come on, dog. Come on, Dragon Ball Legends. Don't let me down, bro. Please. Don't let Doken keep winning, bro. Please. I said Glorio was motivated from Goku powering up in Super Saiyan 3. I meant to say Goku powered up in Super Saiyan 4 motivated Glorio to learn how to go Glorio Super Saiyan 1, which still makes Goku an elite level motivator, best motivator ever, best MC ever. So I still stand where I stand. I just had the wrong sequence incorrect because, you know, I be fried. Gomah in that third eye really started to piss me off this episode, bro. Because once again, not only does it overwhelm Glorio, Piccolo, and all of them. By the way, why wasn't Vegeta in that sequence? We all know that even in base form, Vegeta gets busy, and he would at least threw out a Gallic gun at him. At least would have gave him one of these. So not only has the third eye now overwhelmed all of the company and sent them all flying, but now everyone's out for the count. But it gives time for Goku to begin charging one of the sickest Kamehamehas I've seen since that Ultra Instinct Kamehameha used on Kefla in the Tournament of Power way back when. This shit was insane. The way they animated having him sitting there with the charge, that focus, and then Gomah. This is the first time we've ever seen Goku or really anyone get interrupted, but we see Gomah rushing. Big ass fist. Bow. Follow up. Bow. He even put a little magic. He imbued a little magic in that big ass left. Bow. Knock my nigga clean out. Clean out. Goku is sleep, bro. Sleep. We ain't seen him get beat up like that since Jiren. He's knocked out. But then like that weird ding thing goes off. And it's like the power of friendship, bro. I promise you, it's like the power of friendship. Goku's knocked out and he's flipping. And he's flipping. And Goku just says,
"Job's not finished."
And next thing you know, he wakes back up and goes back into the Kame and hits him with it. And then not only hits him with the Kamehameha, but then throws a little fire into it as well and sends this nigga right into the ground. And I'm just thinking in my head, holy fuck, that's the LF. That's the Ultra. Like, fuck the flipping key. That's just gonna be a regular blue card. Like, holy shit, what a sequence. But of course, like any villain, Gomah's not done yet. And that third eye activates. Why am I talking like that? Third eye activates. And the third eye activates. And now he's the size of a canyon. He's fucking huge. And once again, he begins to overwhelm our boy Goku. I don't know much about this third eye, and I don't know if they gave us much backstory or detail on the third eye. I don't really remember. But holy crap, how strong is it to be able to send Goku all the way back from Super Saiyan 4 to base? He literally took a snapshot, and you just seen him drain back to base form. The fuck was that? Now Glorio's at a crossroads. He works for Aransu. This entire time he's been a double agent gathering the Dragon Balls for her. She's ready for him. It's time to summon Shinron, or Porunga, because these are technically the Namekian Dragon Ball. So Porunga. We know that he speaks the Namekian language now, and Porunga is finally summoned. And holy shit, in all his red and buff glory, he's pretty much the Namekian dragon, just red. And he seems a lot bigger. One thing Daima has done as well, I mean, I can't say one thing. Another thing Daima has done really, really well is how they showcase the dragons. Oh my god. Dragon Ball in general, there hasn't been a miss on any of the dragons. Like maybe some of the 8-star, I mean some of the ones like single star dragons when we had the shadow dragons, but there hasn't been a miss. And I loved like the little shimmer that they give the dragons in Daima, like in the OP when Shinron pops up, that little gold shimmer that pops on him, how like fluently he moves like a snake serpent kind of figure. And they do the same thing with Porunga. And oh my god, is he fucking overwhelming. He flicks Gomah straight to the ground. And now we see Glorio finally making that wish. And at the end, he says a word that says Chao do Papo or Chao Popopo, something like that. And I believe he's gonna wish our guys back to adults for next episode. Because next episode is also called Betrayal. And I don't think Glorio is gonna betray Goku and company. I just don't see that happening. It just doesn't seem likely at this point. He seems really close to them. He seems to really look up to Goku. Again, Goku's that best motivator, so he really has no choice. And yeah, I guess now that's pretty much wraps up this episode. This episode was flawless to me, of course, just because we got Super Saiyan 4, and I'm never gonna get over that. And I guess I'm gonna try to knock out 19 and do that review. So you're either gonna see me in this, or if you see me in something else, maybe I'll put the videos together. Who knows? But anyways, this has been another Ronin Report. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. And again, we out of here. I'm back, and we just finished episode 19 of Dragon Ball Daima. And holy fuck, what an episode. Vegeta! My prince! I'm not surprised, but this is yet another action-packed episode of Daima. I was expecting 18, 19, and 20 to be where they really, really ramp it up. And holy shit, have they put it into overdrive, dog. This was a great episode. And again, we start out with, again, this episode is called Betrayal. And as I predicted, Glorio has turned our fellow Z fighters back into adults. We are back in business, baby. We are back to our regular power levels, back to our regular key output, and it's on now. We see Vegeta flexing on him real quick, like yosh, yosh. Goku getting his little warm-ups in, and we right back to it. It's time to get back to business, babe. I'm pretty sure I've stated this in a previous video, but base Vegeta gets busy. As always, now that they're in their adult forms, they want to fight one-on-one. So Vegeta tags in. He's alright, let's get to it. He immediately hits him with a quick body blow, knocks him in the head. I know you're probably wondering, why is he in a completely different get-up? Daddy duty's called and I fucking fell asleep, dog. The camera was still running. I woke up to like 6 hours of just chair footage, bro. But we back. We back. We here. Editor dude, take over, Editor June. I know you're gonna get it out there quick for us, right, bro? As I was saying, I fell asleep last night and I don't remember anything we talked about or where we stopped at. So we're just gonna start from scratch, bro. And as I've said plenty of times before, base Vegeta kicks ass. And we see yet another showing of base Vegeta just showing his princiness, his princess, his. I think Gomah is more magic power than he is physical power, because right off the bat, even base Vegeta overwhelms Gomah. He hits him with a quick gut punch. He hits him on the top of the head and almost knocks him out. Like, almost clean knocks Gomah the fuck out. But in the midst of all of this, we get a really, really cool moment between Glorio, Aransu, and Ku. Glorio has finally has to come face to face with his betrayal of Aransu, and it's kind of cool how she like accepts it to a degree, and it's like, you know what, yeah, I saved you, but I think, is Glorio like teenage Trunks age maybe, because it's cool to see him kind of go through this crossroads and put together like all the bonds and experiences that he shared with Goku and them, and realize like, hey, the right thing to do is to wish them back as adults and let's get this wrapped up. And it was cool to see Ku just kind of like, you know what, you ain't really paid me no mind since I showed up, but I'm rocking with you and I'm sticking by. Vegeta still got the upper hand up at this point, and now he's back acclimated to his original body. So we know that means Vegeta's about to kick it up a notch, and we finally see our Super Saiyan Prince in action. Quick ki blast to the stomach, quick kick to the stomach, Gomah's flying. And finally we get to see adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, something I never thought we'd see in Dragon Ball media. I remember the days as kids looking up shit like Super Saiyan 5 and all these different forms that you never really thought you'd ever see, and here they are finally coming into reality. They honestly spared no expense when it came to the transformation animations. Like, Vegeta's transforming into Super Saiyan 3 as he's flying and fighting. And we've known Vegeta to do stuff like that, i.e. the Broly movie when he goes God during the fight, or snatches the jacket off during the fight. But it just looks so cool to see the hair start to grow longer as he's in mid-flight, and then he just stops and boom, just lets out that roar. The colors, the energy aura, like they made sure that each of these transformations you see just how strong these characters are, because he exploded damn near the entire fighting area just by transforming. And then we see the coolest fucking pose ever, the one fucking with the long hair. Super Saiyan 3 honestly looks better on Vegeta than it does Goku. And I don't mean that by like recency bias. It's just it doesn't like flow all the way down. It still kind of has that flow towards it. And in adult form, the proportions just look fucking phenomenal, especially with Vegeta and Saiyan armor. I always say the Saiyan armor just looks better than the Gi. And that's no disrespect to the Gi. I just feel like even Goku, when he wore the Saiyan armor, he just looked that much cooler. Now we all know from seeing the mini Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 that Vegito gets most of his aura and his moves from Vegeta. So we see him immediately with a speedy gut punch. I will never get tired of Dragon Ball gut punches or Dragon Ball impact frames. They always just slow it at the right spot, and it just looks like it hurts so fucking much. He's overwhelming Gomah, just knocking him around, knocking him back and forth, sends him flying again. And that fucking spin kick, we getting a lot of spin kicks and spin keys in Daima, and I love it because it was so fucking extra, and it's exactly what Vegeta or Vegito would have done. That spin kick was phenomenal and knocks him into the ground. But we do know that Super Saiyan 3 has its drawbacks, and this fucking third eye seems to give Gomah unlimited ki consumption. Before we go any further, let's talk again about the key drawbacks of Super Saiyan 3. We know that Vegeta has stated before that he feels like it's a useless transformation because of how much ki it consumes. So I'm assuming this is around the time where before he kind of knows that or understands that he can't fix that issue, because we even see Goku start to kind of analyze the fight, and he's noticing that, okay, if this continues, Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 isn't going to last any longer. I love the GT nod and the wholesome moment between Glorio rejoining the gang and like everyone kind of giving their nods and thank yous to Glorio, the little awkward smile that he gives Neva, Pansy with the little wave. Like it was cool just to see like all the GT aspects and the Dragon Ball aspects just in general. Because Dragon Ball is known for its wholesome moments just as much as it is its fight and its action and its transformations. But now we're starting to see Vegeta get a little flustered because again, that third eye has Gomah looking like he's just a non-stop tank. Vegeta's throwing endless ki blasts. He's going all out with punches now. And we know that again, Super Saiyan 3 uses a lot of ki. So if Vegeta isn't savvy with how he's using his ki consumption, because we already know Vegeta's a ki heavy fighter as is, he already uses more ki blasts than Goku does. He's gonna blow through that, and Gomah's gonna be fine because that third eye is just replenishing, regenerate, like Vegeta is so fucking flustered that not only did he punch him through an entire planet, like he continued the punch all the way through the planet. He came out onto the other side of the planet and did one of the most amazing final flashes we've ever seen in Dragon Ball and sent him flying right back through that same hole. It was phenomenal how they animated it, how they used the different scenes to show Vegeta charging up for the final flash. Hell, the colors, we've never even seen the final flash look that colorful before. The blue and yellow, and maybe that's a Super Saiyan 3 thing. It adds more of the blue aura to it. But it was just really, really cool just to see how much emphasis they put on showcasing how strong Vegeta is as a counterpart to Goku, even though Goku just now unlocked the Super Saiyan 4 version of whatever we're calling this. Even though I'm still really, really hoping that Vegeta gets it before the series is over, because in GT he does eventually get the Super Saiyan 4 form. So I don't want him to just be outdone completely before Daima's over. But it's just cool seeing just how strong Vegeta is in Super Saiyan 3, because we've seen Super Saiyan 3 at like, I guess, its max potential with Goku and the Majin Buu saga and a little bit in Super, but we've never seen what Vegeta can do with it, because I've always felt like Vegeta is a better fighter than Goku. Goku just happens to be a little bit stronger. The flex at the end of the final flash as he's sitting there kind of catching his breath is probably one of the coolest looking frames we've ever seen, and I'm really hoping that's like a Legends Limited, a LF, because god damn what a legendary finish that would be, bro. Like the Super Saiyan 3 form just looks better on Vegeta, man. It looks more like Beast than it does Super Saiyan 3 than anything. And I guess that's what makes it so cool, because the hair isn't drastically down to the back like Goku's is. It's still kind of just flared up kind of thing. And but once again, that third eye activates, and I don't know if it's Vegeta getting weaker because of the Super Saiyan 3 ki consumption, or the third eye extending Gomah's power level and giving him sort of like a Zenkai boost of his own, because now he's overwhelming Vegeta in Super Saiyan 3. We see him now outspeed Vegeta and pop up behind him, send Vegeta flying through that same exact hole that Vegeta just blasted him through, bro. Like, every time we think we have the one up on Gomah, he just seems to, that third eye just seems to be like, you know what? Nah, let me take it a little bit further. And even Goku's starting to notice now, like, hey, Super Saiyan 3 is not going to last longer. Piccolo's chiming in saying, like, you know, we might not be able to obsess over fighting at this point. We might need to just kind of just all gang up on him and get this shit done. But we all know Vegeta, and Vegeta's not one for asking for help, especially as a Saiyan. He will send ki blasts at everybody. Friendly fire will be on at this point if someone tries to step in. Vegeta's been knocked back to base. Vegeta is now trying to, again, I'm the one that always says base Vegeta is the guy, but not base Vegeta when he's out of stamina. He's telling Goku and Vegeta, I said Goku and Vegeta. He's telling Goku and the gang, like, hey man, I got this. But we all know bro, you're about to get dog walked if you don't tap out right now. So Gomah steps in. What the heck they be doing in that bath? Because I've never seen Vegeta retreat so fast. I've never seen Vegeta be so willing to be like, you know what? It is what it is, Goku. Go ahead, step in. But Vegeta does love his wife more than anything on this planet. So I guess, I mean, when it comes to Gomah, bro, she's just her. I think it's hilarious that you have to be knocked in the head 3 times to remove the demon eye or the third eye, and that Deborah or Abora, whichever one had it, was just walking around just saying, okay, all right, I'm ready to remove it. Somebody hit me in the head 3 times. Like, that just seems so inconvenient that I would just keep it in. The transformation just makes you stronger, so I don't see what would be the need to just keep getting knocked in the head to remove it. But now Goku's tapped back in. And dog, I just want to say thank you, Dragon Ball. Thank you, Akira Toriyama, because now we see them do a homage to Goku showcasing the Super Saiyan 3 form to Majin Buu way back when in the 90s, bro. Goku flexes and hits with the Super Saiyan. Then flexes and hitting with the Super Saiyan 2. And the electricity that I told you, this art style is probably the best art style Dragon Ball has ever had. And if they would just, even if they redid all of Z in this art style, which I'm sure wouldn't be possible because it probably takes super long to do that style of shading and that style of color grading. But if they did, oh my God, bro, I will watch that as if I'd never seen Dragon Ball a day of my life. So Goku showcasing the Super Saiyan 2 form. And now we know this is when he did that, and this is to go even further beyond in the Majin Buu saga. So now he hits him with the Super Saiyan 3. We see the hair starting to get longer, and he's flexing and screaming. The eyebrows are going away. And dog, I know I said Super Saiyan 3 looks better on Vegeta, and it does. But Super Saiyan 3 looks phenomenal on Goku. Super Saiyan 3 is just a phenomenal form in general. Gotenks make Super Saiyan 3 look cool. Like it's I think it's just the hair and the way the eyebrows change. It's just a drastic change from Super Saiyan 2 that makes Super Saiyan 3 so cool. And so now we're seeing him flex Super Saiyan 3. And of course, Gomah's not impressed because he just fought Vegeta in Super Saiyan 3 and he dog walked him. No disrespect to my prince, but he dog walked him. So now they hit us with the close-up and he says one more bonus. Now hold on, I think it's hilarious that Vegeta and them are surprised that Goku can go to this form because they literally just saw him do this form as a kid when Neva did the potential release. So for them to still be like, hold on, what's this? It's hilarious to me, but finally we see Goku go into an adult form, Super Saiyan 4. The red eyes in the Super Saiyan 3 form was incredible. Shirtless Super Saiyan 3 might be the most insane look Goku has ever had. Watching him rip the clothes off right before he goes Super Saiyan 4 was phenomenal. And I think we have to get a transforming Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 4 or whatever that form is going to be called at some point, because that was an iconic transformation. Like, it was cool to see them make sense of the fact that in Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan whatever, his fur comes out and whatnot, and instead of just ripping his clothes, he just rips the gi, which makes sense that he's in a 2-piece gi now instead of the 1-piece gi that he's usually in. Now, they showcase us the adult Super Saiyan 4, and I still say it looks phenomenal. Yes, GT Super Saiyan 4 is a fire fucking design, but this just makes sense in the grand scheme of it being more of a primal transformation, i.e. him having more of a gorilla look with the bigger arms, the more puffed out chest with the fur. And I honestly think the red on red makes sense if I think they're going to do what I think they're going to do, because they didn't outright call it Super Saiyan 4. They left it open for this last episode. They just completely just ended it right there. I think in that moment, that was their way of saying this is going to be like the true version of Super Saiyan God, and that eventually in Super he's going to be able to go back into this stage somehow by either unlocking it, i.e., versus Black Frieza, who was able to knock him and Vegeta out of Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct, which was supposed to be their strongest forms. So instead of having him go into yet another transformation, why not just be able to go back and reach into a transformation that technically he's already unlocked before, and it's just more in the sense of his Saiyan primal heritage and more of the transformation of the God sense and true essence. I'm rambling now because this shit got me hyped, which also makes me think that Neva is that legendary Namek that they speak of, because I think he's going to either erase their memories or some sort of thing of that sort, to where he doesn't remember how to do that. But in that same sense, when he's doing this and going into his adult Super Saiyan 4 fighting Gomah, I think that's when Beerus is waking up or having that dream. He's having the dream at this point because Beerus sleeps for years. So he's having the dream at this point while Goku's fighting Gomah. And then when Beerus finally wakes up, not saying the fight takes 3 years, but it doesn't mean that he's watching that exact fight. His dream could just be of this Super Saiyan God form and floating around, because it doesn't even look completely like Goku, but it does with like the design that we have now. And that's when Beerus wakes up, and that's why Goku doesn't really know how to do the Super Saiyan God transformation, but is able to do some sort of Super Saiyan God transformation with the other Saiyans helping him along. So it's like an incomplete Super Saiyan God. Same with Vegeta, he's able to access it because he has that power and it's inside of him somehow. He just doesn't know how to get to it. So I really think that does leave it open to be either Super Saiyan 4 or some Super Saiyan true God form. We'll have to see in episode 20. I'm hyped. I'm sad that Daima is finally ending. I'm hoping that there's going to be like a Daima continuation into Super, or Super is going to build off of Daima somehow, just because they gave us too many good transformations to not see again, too many good people to not see again, like a Glorio, a Pansy, stuff like that. And I don't know, man. I'm hyped. This was probably one of my favorite episodes. These last two, just because I got my favorite wishes. I got Super Saiyan 3 adult forms, and I got Super Saiyan 4. Now all I need is Vegeta going Super Saiyan 4 or some type of fusion. I don't think we're gonna get a fusion, but I'm still gonna leave that in the air because we still haven't found the bag of fusion bugs. So maybe Goku can't handle it and Vegeta gets Super Saiyan 4 as well. Or maybe Goku can't handle it and they fuse with Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, and we get some version of a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or something like that. Who knows, man? We'll see next week. This has been another Ronin Report, and I'm out of here.